So last week wasn't the most entertaining episode for me, but we're back with episode 5. We see the aftermath of Queen Kane's decision. We get a new member of Baba Voss's group, and then we get some more information regarding Margaret's past. We're going to talk about that and much more. Hey everybody, Elliot back again with a new review for the latest episode of See. Episode 5 was titled Plastic, and the basic plot of this episode was, as the witch hunters army near Baba Voss and his family, we learn more about Margaret's past. Now we're going to touch on the episode and dive deep into it, but before we do that, definitely consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with our comment, and if and when you have seen the latest episode of See, I want to know what you thought of the episode in the comment section. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let's have some fun dialogue in the comment section. So as I've been doing, let's just kind of recap the episode and give you my thoughts while I go over the episode and break it down. So we start the episode off as we see the aftermath of Queen Kane's decision to take out her whole kind of kingdom and her people with it. She says her goodbye to her father. He has a statue face, and we see all her people drowning, and she's killing everybody. Again, I don't know I understand why she's doing it, because again, these people are kind of not on her side anymore with her decisions to have the army be gone for 20 summers, and just really driven on finding these kids and killing them. So we know that, but it's just like, you could have took some people with you. I'm pretty sure it was some loyal members that could have been a part of your army to go on this new journey with you. But anyway, she takes out her people. We kind of transition back to Margaret and Paris, and they kind of talk about her decision to send her family, Baba Voss and the kids, and the Shadow Woman, to go retrieve her valuables that were taken from last week. And in that discussion, Paris kind of says, when you were dropped off many years ago, Jermel had said that you were dangerous and keep an eye out for you. And they have that discussion, and we kind of find out a little bit more about these valuable items that she's holding so close to her, and why she wants them to, retrieve it. So we get that discussion there, and we're slowly peeling back the onion peels of this character, Margaret. And at that point, when I had saw Queen Kane say goodbye to that face, and when we transitioned to the next scene, I'm like, there's some connection there. We're going to talk about that connection here in a little bit. So, we see Queen Kane and her servant. They're traveling. She's not impressed with outside nature and the ocean and all that stuff, but then we slowly see this group come up and take out their rider and take out her servant. I don't know if they're killing them or they're just knocking them out and making them slaves now to their group and their tribe, but we see all that stuff with Queen Kane was a little overacted. I love the actress that's playing Queen Kane. Again, Blade Runner 2049. Her as Joy was such a great character. But in this so far, her character is just a little bit too much. Like a little bit over the top for me in regards to the performance so far. So then we go back to Baba Voss and his family. They're looking for the valuables. They come across this land of scavengers. The daughter goes in by herself for whatever reason. She gets captured or beaten up or taken down. She screams. The son and Baba Voss go after her. They have the fight with the scavenger. And we find out that this guy's name is Boots. And we find out that Jarrell has been impregnating women and getting these other children that are now can see the world. So now Boots is part of the group. He asks the daughter, do you think your mom will accept me as a son? I'm like, this is a little bit too fast, bro. You just met these people. You want to be part of the family? Let's slow it down a little bit. But, the daughter assures him that the mom has a big heart and that she'll accept him eventually. We get more Queen Kane and meet the captives. We talked about that a little bit. Queen Kane's soldiers find Baba Voss. They go on a run in the woods. We see some cool action. Again, one thing I can say consistently that has been pretty on par from an entertainment value has been the action sequences. So we see Baba Voss doing his sword around the neck, head chopping things. We see some action there. And we see Margaret decides to leave Paris. She goes out. She talks to the witch hunter. And she says, listen to me closely. And the guy's pulling out his sword, the witch hunter, and it looks like he's going to kill her, but then she puts her hand up and she has that valuable item that she's been looking for, which we now know why it's so valuable, because this is her sign of power. This is showing, so we find out that she's the princess of the Kane clan or group or kingdom or whatever you want to call it. And that makes a lot of sense now. And that's, when I was alluding to earlier, we see this valuable item. She is the sister, I assume, or that's her mother or stepmother. We'll see how that relationship plays out. But she has some type of connection to Queen Kane and her dad, who Queen Kane was praying to. And she said that was her dad too. So I said, steps, doesn't make sense. They're sisters, but she's the queen. So it's very interesting to see how this plays out. Did Margaret leave due to her relationship with Jarrell, or her dad passed away and she knew that her sister was going to be an evil queen? Was she shunned out because Jarrell liked her more and wanted to get her, have a child with her and not Queen Kane? So it's very interesting to see how this dynamic will play out. Will Queen Kane eventually get, saved? Will her sister want to save her? Will she want to look out for her? So much going on now. And I'll say this episode was a little bit, it was better in a sense of the narrative starting to move forward, which I thought last episode, episode 4, was just really a filler episode. It was just kind of wasted space other than that river fight. But this episode definitely kind of gives us more information. Again, we're learning more about the characters in their past. Margaret's a princess of the Queen Nation. Baba Voss is still being a badass. I'm really enjoying the performance by Jason Momoa so far. And, the kids now, they're split. The son is really about everything that his dad has to offer. The daughter wants to venture out and find out more about her dad. So a lot of the stories coming together now. We're entering the back half of the season. Again, what are these results, the reveals of this episode, going to lead forward in the rest of the season? Again, is she going to be the queen now? Is she going to be the princess? In regards to this army now following her. So much to go down. So I enjoyed this episode for what it was worth. So that's my thoughts on the review. Pretty solid, much better episode than the last episode, and I'm excited to see where things play out. So like and share this video. Leave your thoughts below on what you're thinking of this episode. What do you think will happen now with Maghr? Is she going to take the mantle and have this army behind her and save her sister, or what will take place now? So let me know in the comments. Like and share this video. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Check out my review that I did this morning for The Mandalorian. We got the morning show review coming soon and some other content on Netflix that I'm going to review over the weekend, so keep an eye out for those videos. Thank you for watching this review of the latest episode of See, and we'll see you pretty soon.